This is lesson 2.3 of evolutionary history, and we're going to look at the sim in the natural selection sim. So we have an ancestor population of Ostrilobes that was split into two different environments, A and B. And we're making a prediction as to whether these Ostrilobe populations will change. So remember that it's reminded us Ostrilobes with longer necks will be able to eat taller thorn palms. So let's go ahead and go into environment A here. So again, we're going to the natural selection sim. We're not going to the evolutionary history sim, natural selection. And once we get the directions told us to go up in the upper left corner, and select from one species to two. From one species to two. So for the directions for pair A, we're looking at Ostrolobes with taller thorn palms. We're going to change the most common thorn palm height to 4. So I go over here, I'm going to click on the little picture of a thorn palm, and I can change its height by dragging the number on the histogram. So the most common thorn palm trait is 4, and it also told me to change the variation to medium, right? So I drag this over to medium. Then I'm going to hit run. And I can do a couple things. I can speed it up 4 times faster. And I can zoom in to see the interactions. So I can click on one. If it has that red dot means it was born with a mutant trait. We can see the behaviors reproducing. This one died from old age. Let's click another. Just died from starvation, maybe because it wasn't able to reach that tree that it just got to. Died from starvation. Remember, thorn palms with longer necks are more able to reach the taller trees, and we changed the tree height from 2 at the beginning to 4. We're going up to generation 50, and we just got to 50. So I'll hit pause. Now we're going to analyze. So when we hit analyze, we can see the histogram that we're going to draw on our papers. And notice generation 1 is in gray. So generation 1, the most common trait of neck length was 2. And in fact, there were no other traits, only 2. So for generation 50, we see all of these longer necks, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And remember, we saw mutations come up. So there was, in fact, a shift in the most common trait from 2 in the first generation to these longer necks in an environment that now had longer trees.